Okay, so there's two reasons why guys cheat, and I'm gonna explain it right now. Number one is that man is so insecure, so he has to cheat to make himself feel better. Now, if you noticed, a lot of the time his girlfriend might be beautiful, and he'll cheat with somebody that doesn't even look as good as her. And the reason number two is guys simply get tired of what they have. They can have the most precious and best thing in front of them. They'll get tired of it. They'll want something else. And that's the sad truth. But let me tell you one thing. The men that truly love their ladies won't cheat.
Ladies, I'm about to tell you the reason why, the real reason why. There's really two reasons why men cheat. Because I get this question all the time. Like on my live streams, women ask me this all the time. And from a male perspective, right? I will tell you this. Number one, it's because they're insecure. Yes, ladies, men are very insecure. If y'all can't tell, if y'all didn't notice, if y'all didn't know already. Okay, so a man will literally cheat just to make himself feel better about himself. They will cheat with a woman who is, you could be an 8, 9, 10. You his girlfriend and you are 8, 9, 10. He could have a baddie. And he will cheat with somebody who don't look nowhere near as good as you. So it really ain't got nothing to do with you. It's about his insecurities. That's number one. Number two, the sad truth. A lot of times dudes cheat because they get tired of what they have. They get bored. So they want something else. They want something new. They want another challenge. And that's the sad truth. But that is the truth. Okay? However, regardless of those reasons that I said to you, the truth is if a man really loves you, he's really into you, for real, he's not going to cheat on you. Because you're a precious thing, a precious gift to him. And he's not going to cheat on you because he wants to keep you.
Guys are in love. Why do they cheat? Now, I can't speak for everybody, but I can talk about my personal experience. And when I was growing up, I was constantly getting praised for always being around so many girls. My friends and everybody were always coming up to me and be like, Yuli, where the hose at? People would always ask me, hey, Yuli, where the hose at? Yuli got the hose. On top of that, my environment didn't help. My dad cheated. My brother was going crazy. He was cheating. And I was just setting up to be another cheater. And nobody was teaching me self-respect. Nobody was teaching me about self-love or controlling my sexual energy. Nobody was even talking about that. It was more talk and praise about the people who could pull girls and the people who had them. All of this validation from people and girls just created a shitty habit of me wanting to entertain so many girls at one time. Until I met one person that made me want to stop. I thought, because we were in a honeymoon stage, we were in love, we were all excited, and everything was great, so I didn't want to fuck it up. But once things leveled out, and once we came out of the honeymoon stage, I realized I did not have that habit under control. I realized I was still a shitty person. I ended up cheating on her, and I ended up telling her because the guilt was eating me up alive. And unfortunately, I had to go through all of this. I had to cheat on this person to realize I don't want to become a cheater. I don't want to be a cheater. I don't want to be this person. I want to be in love. I want to be loyal. I want to be a good man, a good husband, a good father. Because of all of that, I've been constantly always working on myself emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, and everything. This is another reason why I challenge myself to do so many disciplined things, because that's all temptation is. Learning how to be disciplined enough to control yourself. And on top of that, that's why I started going to church. That's why I started talking to God, because when I repent, I started telling him everything. I realized that I couldn't do this alone. And now I realize you need to control your sexual energy, your self-respect, your urges, all of it when you're single. Because if you can't do it when you're single, what makes you think you're going to do it when you're in a relationship?
Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to look at some of the reasons why men cheat. Why do you think men cheat? Do you know some of the reasons that lead to men cheating? You can drop your comment in the comment section and tell us more about why men cheat. We also have creators who will be taking us through some of the reasons why men cheat.
I want to know why men cheat. I know we say this all the time, but I really want to know why men cheat. This is a secret that we don't tell you. This is what we're going to tell. I'm going to tell you something that you don't ever heard before, and you probably ain't going to hear it again. We never want to say this, because if we say this, men cheat because they love the chase more than they love the woman that they are chasing. They love chasing more than they love the one that they are chasing or the one that they have. It's not about the woman. It's not about either woman. It's the chase that we are addicted to. The chase is when we are actually awake. The chase is when we are actually feeling alive. We can do all these things. We can feel good. We can court them. We can do this. We can get them this. We can feel this. And as soon as we get what we want and we stop chasing, we don't want to go nowhere. We don't want to talk. We don't want to hang out. It's the chase that they are addicted to. Because once he get that chase done with the one he's cheating with, he's bored with her. Men cheat because they love the chase and they enjoy the chase more than they enjoy each woman. If this don't make sense to you, that's on you.
Why do men cheat? First of all, women cheat too, but we're talking about men in this instance. Secondly, not all men cheat. So why do those men who cheat, why do they do it? Here's the answer. And by the way, this is the only answer. It's because he lacks the mental discipline to say no to situations that are tempting. That's it. You see, cheating is a choice. That man is making a decision to do it. He might have 1,000 reasons why he made the choice to do it, but he did make the choice. So if a man possesses the mental discipline to say no when he's tempted, he will never cheat, ever.
If you think men cheat because she's younger or prettier, you've been lied to. The truth is far more uncomfortable, and it might be happening in your relationship right now. When a man leaves a woman, he's not leaving her. He's leaving how he feels next to her. And most men cheat for the exact same reason. If you don't respect him, he will start looking for a place where he's respected. Too many women assume he left me for a younger woman. Ladies, stop. That's rarely the story. Yes, sometimes the other woman is younger, but often she's not. Sometimes she's more attractive, but often she's not. Let me give you a powerful example. Years ago, Hollywood was rocked by the scandal of Arnold Schwarzenegger's divorce. I'm sure all of you heard of it. Arnold was wealthy, successful, and married to a stunning woman, a model, niece of a President Kennedy from a wealthy family. And yet it was revealed he had a mistress for 20 years, a housemaid. Was she young? No. Was she gorgeous? No. She had a puffy hair, was overweight, and far from a beauty standard. So why her? Because she respected him. To his wife, he was just an Austrian bodybuilder with big muscles, not someone she valued deeply as a man. And here's what I believe. Arnold stayed at the top of his career for 20 years, not because of his wife, but because of this woman with puffy hair who respected him. If you don't respect a man, he will eventually find someone who will. And ladies, if you keep rolling your eyes at him every time he talks about his favorite tool from Home Depot, don't be shocked if one day he's sharing that story with someone else who actually laughs at it.
Men don't cheat because they want another woman. Most times they cheat because they don't know how to express their pain. I actually wasn't gonna make this video, but I honestly believe that there's some women watching right now that need to hear this. So listen, nobody teaches men emotional language, right? So instead of saying, I feel unseen, I feel unheard, I feel disconnected, right? I feel insecure, they start looking for emotional relief instead of conversation. Cheating is not rooted in desire, okay? Cheating is rooted in disconnection. Now listen, it's wrong. It's wrong by wrong standards. It's always gonna be wrong. But true healing starts when we begin to heal the root and not just the symptoms.
Is the question.
Why do guys cheat when they are happy?
Yeah, so why do guys cheat when they're happy? Because they're insecure. They cheat when they're happy because they have a hole inside them. They're trying to find the value in themselves, and the only way they find value is by dominating and hunting down primal instincts called sex. So they can't help themselves. They want to feel as if, look, I still have it. You know, because when they're with somebody for so long, even though they're happy with that individual, it doesn't satiate their void, because they have a hole that will not be fulfilled without work. So they cheat even though they're happy, because they're really trying to make themselves feel worthy. They're insecure. Their insecurity is the problem. That's really why happy dudes cheat, or they're just fucking pigs. Why do good men, happy men in their relationships cheat anyway? Well, they cheat because they have a hole that they're trying to fill, and they're trying to remember that they're worth something. And they use the I like to say dominance, because it's really, you're chasing women to satisfy a hole inside you, and obviously the copulation is the climactic arrival of you saying, see, I'm worth something. I can still get a girl to hump me. You cannot be happy with just one girl, because you are not happy with yourself. And when you say, why do happy men cheat? Well, truly happy men don't. Truly happy men do not cheat.
The reality is this: people cheat in their marriages and relationships for one reason only. I don't want to hear about, I'm not getting it at home, I'm not getting the love I need, I'm not getting the sex I need. You cheated for one reason only. It's because you lack morals, you lack values, you lack fucking integrity. That's it. I don't care what you went through in your childhood. I don't care about unhealed trauma. I don't care about any of that stuff. You cheated because you lacked the morals and values needed to actually be in a marriage and a long-term relationship. Because if you weren't getting what you needed at home, it's your job to figure out why. Because most likely, if you're not getting what you need at home, it's your fault. It's because you aren't doing the things you need to do to make your partner feel safe, to make your partner want to give you the love, affection, and intimacy that you desire. People cheat for one reason. They lack morals, integrity, and values. And that's it.
Men won't tell you this, but I will. Here's the reason why men cheat on a good woman. I used to run an agency. I had over 10,000 clients, high income, and yes, high value men. And I understand this in a unique way better than most. And the truth is, men will cheat on a good woman because a man who's inclined to cheat will cheat regardless of how good a woman you actually are. You could be a great woman. You could be a crappy woman. And they're still going to cheat. While this is probably an uncomfortable truth, the real truth is men look at this differently than women. Men look at cheating differently than women. A lot of my former clients looked at this the same way you would as, let's say, going out to eat. You have a basic need like being hungry that needs to be filled, and they looked for responsible and respectful ways to do this that didn't jeopardize the relationship, and many of them used services and didn't think of it as cheating. While this might not align with what you think, I can tell you from having 10,000 clients and many conversations with a lot of my clients, this is how they actually think. It is no reflection of you. Do not internalize cheating. Do not make it a measure of your self-worth and whether or not you are good enough, because it has literally nothing to do with you most of the time. Leave me a comment and let's talk about this.
I will be sharing with you 3 reasons as to why men cheat. Men cheat because they get tired of what they have. A man might be having a beautiful, disciplined, elegant and good woman, but some men are not used to staying with one woman for a longer time. They will get tired and bored of that woman. Therefore, they might cheat. Then another reason is that in a relationship where there is no respect, there is no peace, those men like peace. They will always move outside to where they can get that peace and respect in a relationship. Then men cheat because they are addicted to cheating. It is not because that they love the woman that they are chasing. It's because they love chasing a lot more than the woman they are chasing.